Hey there everyone, welcome back to Measure and Mix. Thanks for stopping by today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you like DIYs, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything new. Today I am outside because it is beautiful outside and it's finally time to start planting in my area, and I am going to be making a live strawberry wreath. I'm so excited to make this. You may have seen my video last year where I made a strawberry hanging orb, and unfortunately it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It was too heavy to hang, so I took it down and set it on a plant stand, and then the strawberry plants underneath died, of course, and then also ants got to it, and it was just really hard to water. So I did some research and I looked around and I found this idea on Pinterest to do a live strawberry wreath. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. All of my supplies are from Dollar Tree, everything but the strawberry plants. So while I'm doing this, I am going to be using this awesome large umbrella that you see here behind me. It is an 11-foot offset patio umbrella from Abba Patio. They sent this to me, so thank you so much to them for doing that. It is large and it just covers my whole patio, which I love because we get a ton of sun back here. So it can be up in the heat of the day, and then I can move it down when the sun sets behind my house, and then that way we can enjoy our patio all day long. So if you guys want to check this umbrella out, I will leave the link down below in the description box. Now let's get to making the live strawberry wreath. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with 2 of the wire 14-inch wreath forms from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna use 2 of the coco liners from Dollar Tree as well. So what I'm gonna do first is just cut the coco liner in half, and then I am just gonna cut it to fit inside my wreath form. When you're placing the coco liner inside the wreath form, you're going to want to tuck the corners of the liner into the wire wreath form, just to make sure that the liner kind of stays in place for you, since you have to kind of cut it in a few pieces. Now what I'm going to do is fill the wreath up with some potting soil from Dollar Tree, and when you're filling it up, you're going to think that it's not enough dirt, but just keep putting a lot of dirt in and pack it in, because in the end it did work out for me. So I think it is enough dirt. You have to kind of just pack it in really tightly. They do sell wire wreath forms for planting in that are deeper, but I already had these from Dollar Tree laying in my craft room, so I thought I'd go ahead and try it out with these instead of going out and purchasing new wreath forms. So now what I'm doing is just going ahead and filling the second wreath form up with another coco liner that I cut, and filling that up with a potting soil. So now what I'm going to do after this is all filled up with potting soil and packed in is I'm just going to turn it over on top of the first wreath. And yes, I did lose a lot of dirt here, so this is very messy of a project. But that's okay that I lost some dirt, because what I'm going to do first here is take some zip ties and go around the outer ring of the wreath form and zip tie that as tight as I can. And then after that is all zip tied together, I am going to go in the inside of the wreath, and I'm going to pack it full of potting soil as much as I can. And I used a whole bag of potting soil, but I don't think I really had to, because I did lose a lot of dirt on the ground, but that's okay. I just put it in my garden after I was done, and this was only $1 from the Dollar Tree. So after I got all of that potting soil packed inside the wreath, I went around the inner rings and zip tied those together as tight as I could. And then I just cut off the excess zip ties with some scissors. So now it's time to plant the strawberries in the wreath. I ended up with 2 different types of strawberries. I have a type called Toscana, which I ordered from my son's school fundraiser actually. And when they came in, I realized I didn't have enough to fill up the wreath form. So I went out to look for the same type, but I couldn't find it. So I just have 2 types of strawberries. The Toscana type is supposed to be good for container gardening, and it's a smaller type of strawberry. And the other type that I got, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just a normal regular strawberry, and I think it's just a bigger variety. So we'll see how they do in this wreath form. Hopefully they do well. All I did to plant them is I took a box cutter and I made slits in the middle of each section of the wreath form, and there's 6 sections on this wreath form, so I used 12 plants all together, and I just shook out the excess dirt from each plant before I planted it and got it down to the bare root. And then I pushed those roots right down into the soil really well to make sure that the roots were all covered. And then I just gave this a big drink of water. And I think this is going to be really easy to water, not like the other one. It's really lightweight even when it has water in it. So I can just take it down and douse it with the hose and then put it back up. I really love how this turned out, and to store at the end of the year so that way you can use it for next year. It says all you have to do is put it in a garage or in a shed somewhere where it won't be exposed to the cold weather. So yeah, if you guys want an update on this, you can follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.